Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you hadn't had your camarada smash that subscribe button, go ahead and have them smash it right now. Breaking news out of California. The California prison system, to be exact. LA rapper MoneySign Suede stabbed to death in shower at California prison. Right, I'm gonna read a little bit from the report. It goes on to say that the Correctional Training Facility in Soledad, CTF, the 22-year-old died. Right, they found him in the shower a little before 10 p.m. with injuries consistent with a homicide. Dude got stabbed in the neck, right? I didn't know who this dude was. I didn't know who this kid was. I had to look him up, right? I looked him up. I looked some of his rap videos. He's from Huntington Park. Didn't appear to be a gang member. I think he mentioned in one of his rap videos that he was not a gang member, right? What was it portraying in the music videos? Typical, money, cars, the fast life, right? Talking about dope, popping them things, this and that. I'll be honest, when I saw the kid's face, the video was 2 years ago, the music video. Youngster, man, looking at his face like, I mean, he's 22 now, that he must have been 20. I don't think, no, it's not that I don't think. I know that some people are not prepared for the actual source of, I don't want to call it battle, but in a way it's battle, right? It's California prison system. They don't play. They don't play, right? You try playing around, right? And it's not going to end well. Have I seen individuals like, well, one of the rules is no horseplay, right? But you kind of see a little bit of that, but it never goes past a certain line because then you can get got. I don't know if this dude was in good standings, in bad standings. I don't. Here's an interview with No Jumper that aired 10 months ago.
What when you were locked up, how's the treatment? Like as somebody who's pretty fucking well known out here at this point, do you feel like people wanted to test you, or is it a lot of love?
It's a lot of love.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of love. A lot of haters too, but it's a lot of love.
A lot of haters.
A lot
So
of
you have to run
haters.
some fades in there.
Yeah, couple.
Okay.
Want some, lost some. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
I mean, but it's regular.
Right.
Yeah.
You comfortable in there, or do you fucking hate every second of it?
Shit, you gotta get comfortable.
Right.
Can't be all like, I mean, I like fuck jail. For me, I be saying fuck jail. Like I don't want to go back. But
So when I first look at that, man, what a kid, a child, right? I see past those tattoos on his neck and on his face, like a little baby face, right? Well, I first seen this video a couple minutes ago, and the way he was answering those questions didn't seem to be authentic. Didn't seem to be honest. He was like, "Yeah, I caught some fades. I won some. I lost some. It didn't seem like he had a good time. The homie said he did not have a good time. He probably did not know. I don't know his circumstance, but he probably didn't know how to carry himself. Other individuals probably got jealous of him, right? And I can relate. You guys know I was in the army. What you guys don't know is what's his name? Pat Tillman, right? He used to be an NFL player for Arizona, became an Army Ranger. I joined the Army around the time Pat Tillman became a Ranger. There's a lot of controversy behind Pat Tillman's death, right? And he got killed in Afghanistan. They were saying the way that he carried himself, the way that he thought he was better than everybody else, right? And this is all hearsay from different sources. So there's a lot of like, hey, well, what actually did happen when that individual was killed in action, right? You could do your research. You can figure out, like, read between those lines.
fucking yeah, when you in there, you gotta just keep your head up, chest up. Feel me?
Right.
I ain't saying I'm a tough ass nigga. Nah, I hate that shit, dog. You feel me? I wanna be out here, but yeah, shit's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
What were you doing to keep yourself busy in there?
Uh, I was working out.
Really?
Yeah, well, I got skinny now and shit, but when I came out looking good, no cap.
Really?
Yeah.
You were kind of jacked. You were doing a thing about your music career. You're thinking about your next fade.
Shit, nah, just trying to get fit. Just I don't know, just trying to waste time, like you said.
Right.
I was just wasting time. I didn't really do much.
Can you work on the music in there, or?
Nah,
So apparently he's talking about a 1 year stint that the dude did in jail, right? I'm assuming county jail. He did a 1 year stint. He didn't like it, right? You can tell by his body language. He ain't even like, he's looking down, he's shaking, he's trying to come up with like answers, right? So who knows how that little stay went for him.
I had a whole notebook. I only wrote like 5 verses. I just in jail like you can't even concentrate. Like I couldn't concentrate to write. It's crazy because for other fools, it's like niggas when they go to jail, they write a gang. But me, I just couldn't write in there.
You didn't feel inspired.
I just didn't feel inspired. I needed to hear a beat to rap, you know?
And I mean, think about the average rapper is in their fucking environment. They got their girls around, they got their drugs, they got their weed, whatever the fuck it is. In the studio, it's like the whole point of being a rapper is to like set the tone so much that you make music that really expresses like you just feeling confident and shit. And when you're fucking locked up and you got some guard telling you what to do every minute of the day, I would imagine it would be kind of hard to get into that mentality.
Yeah, that shit push.
But I remember Draco telling me that like he
I don't think this dude had a problem with the guards, right? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I think with his own people, he was not fitting in well, right? And that there is a difference, right, between rap music and actual prison. Many people can maneuver those waters, right? But if you're talking about guns, putting in work, being about that life, and you're not about that life, you're going to find out the hard way.
he learned back then that when you come out of prison, nobody wants to hear you fucking talk about prison. So he didn't want to like come out rapping about that shit because he felt like people aren't trying to hear that. You feel like that?
Shit. It's like when you just come out of jail, like it's all like you think about that shit a lot. You're just gonna talk about it though. No?
And that's kind of the question though. Like, what's more important, like talking about what's actually on your mind or saying some cool shit that the people are gonna fuck with? I think you gotta just talk about jail. Say some cool shit. You can't write a whole song about your fucking demons haunting you in the cell, right? Right. How's your mom feel about your success?
So this dude wasn't ready. Wasn't ready. That was jail. He wasn't ready for prison. I can just tell by reading his body language, his age, his face, right? So how does that happen, right? I've never been to CTF. I've never been to Soledad. I believe that's the one right next to Salinas Valley. You got Salinas Valley State Prison where it's off the charts, man. Bang, bang, boom, bow, bam, poof, right? And then you got in the same like parking lot area, CTF. Says it's a minimum and medium security. So I'm assuming, right? Assuming, and I haven't reached out to anybody. Nobody has reached out to me, and I don't plan on it, right? Because I keep it 100, right? There used to be a captain that used to say keeping it 100. I like the guy. Everybody hated him, right? Well, he got stabbed in the neck. So how did this happen? My assumption, right? My assumption, I might be wrong, I might be right. A dorm setting, showers, GPs, Southsiders. Maybe, just maybe, somebody challenged him to a one-on-one fight in the showers, right? This is one possibility. The homie goes over there, they start scrapping. Maybe the dude had a weapon. Well, clearly one of them had a weapon, right? Hits him. He probably hit him once or twice. I don't know. I wasn't there. But that is enough to deliver a fatal blow. Maybe that suspect's intentions were not to kill this individual, right? Because killing another human being is a serious offense, right? Not only is it illegal, but it is, well, besides immoral, but it is massive, right? Starts scrapping, hits him in the neck once or twice, and then runs away from the scene. Dudes bleed out. Gonna go run back to the bunks. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing, right? Officer comes around, looks. Oh my God, we're missing somebody from count. Hit the alarm. Central control. Be advised, I have an unresponsive inmate with blood all over the place, right? Stab. I mean, dude hit him. Dude hit him in the neck. when I was at Sentinel State Prison on the minimum yard, it doesn't matter. The levels do not matter. There was level 1 inmates that got a tuna can or some type of can, good, and threw it at the back of the head of another inmate. Boom. And ended up killing him as a result. Dude died. Look, if I'm going to keep it real with you guys, you were not going to get away with that. The person who does that is not going to get away with it. Somebody will speak. Somebody always speaks. Somebody will always talk. I don't care how tough, how maybe 9 people won't talk, but 1 person will, right? Then they start using scare tactics and, oh, we got fingerprints. We got blood trails. We got you on camera. We have even just all kinds of, you can really scare somebody into spilling the beans, right? It's a possibility. Plus, talking to people, you can interview. They're going to interview every single inmate in that dorm. You can see which one is shaking and sweating, right? Like, oh, man, this is your guy right here. Hey, was right. Whole Miranda rights and the whole 9, investigation. That was one way that I foresee it, right? That dude's going to get charged with murder. Murder. And they said this guy was in here for 2 years on a gun charge. That's like a lower level offense, lower level time. That person will now be facing life, right, for committing a murder that he may or may not intended to do. Another option, I'm telling you, I don't really see it as like a planned hit. Like a 2-on-1, maybe. No, I don't. Possibly. Maybe they lured him in there, did a 2-on-1 with my weapons, like that one video you saw me post. But I don't foresee it going like that. Nah, they wouldn't. Not on a lower level like that. I'm not saying it cannot happen. Trust me, anything can happen anywhere. But I'm assuming this dude just got unlucky. Right. In the whole circumstances that when all the stars aligned the wrong way, he got stabbed in the neck. So what happens? Hector, you were a lieutenant. Well, it's an incident. You got to call the Office of Inspector General. You got to call the Office of Internal Affairs. You got to call the next of kin. You got to look at his visiting report. Who is his next of kin? They fill out pieces of paper, forms when they go in. In case of an emergency, serious bodily injury, or death, who do you want us to notify? They put it down. Hey, ma'am, this is Lieutenant Bravo from CTF. I regret to inform you that your son... right, I hated that. I absolutely hated that. Throw the phone. You hear him throw the phone on the ground, right? You hear the sister pick it up, the brother pick it up. Hello, hello. You hear the mom screaming in the back. Hey, excuse me. Again, this is Lieutenant Bravo. I regret to inform you. Like, man, no, right? You're hearing the mom go off. You're hearing the brother go off. You're hearing the sister go off. And it's just like, they'll be saying like, hey, what happened? When can I go get the body? When can I see this? So I would get the card from the coroner, right? I would get the card from the coroner and I would wait. The coroner is like the sheriffs that come with the meat wagon, right? With a body bag, load up the body bag. The goon squad comes, they get a little black notebook, they roll the finger, right? By that time, he's already probably cold and stiff. I'm keeping it real with you guys, man. I'm keeping it real with you guys. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. By that time, rigor mortis sets in. It doesn't take long for rigor mortis to set in. These dudes stiffen up right away. You got to get their finger, right, and fingerprint them. It's not always a goon squad. A regular officer does this. Imagine if your daily duties, you got to go and get a dude's dead finger and put it in a black fingerprint ink. Like you go to Staples and you put a little ink pad, right? You got to do the fingers. You got to take photographs, set up a crime scene, start cuffing people up, gaffling everybody up. It is homicides are busy, right? You're going to be busy. Man, I got into it right there. Like reliving it. And then it just carries on like normal program. Nothing skips a beat. Nothing. Nobody's surprised. Nobody's shocked. You come into the next morning and you hear, oh, hey, there was a murder last night. Oh, really? Where? Okay. Like, that's how desensitized. That's how it goes, right? It's not, that'll take its toll on you, man. Even like talking about it right now, it just took me back. The phone calls, the fingerprints, the photographs. Man, I didn't even tell you guys because I was never on ISU. I was never on squad. But they do, the goon squad, they go to the autopsies. They'll go to the autopsies where they got the little saw, they cut the head open, they open the skull, they take out the organs. Man, I couldn't do that. I could not be in an autopsy room. I could not be in a morgue. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't want to. Do not sign me up, please. So, yeah, the little homie got it, right? Rest in peace to him. A life is a life, man. A life is a life. I'm older now. I'm out now. Before, I would have been a very calloused, cold individual and just been like, oh well, right? And I hate to say that. That's not me right now. That's not me. It's like, poor kid, poor family members. Keep pushing forward.